Hi everybody. So yesterday we started our fencing for our doodles. So now I'm gonna give you the update of our fencing. So look at the doodles here. They're walking around. That's noodles and that's kimchi. So yesterday we started our fencing project and we started right here, and as you can see there's a big progress and pretty much done. So our project is almost done. So far what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna finish the door side. So this is where it ends. So I'm gonna work on the door sides. So this is the end. So this is the last two posts that I'm working on. So last night we doesn't have much time to finish it. So now I'm gonna work on this area to make doors. See this door? Hey, you stay there, noodles. Okay, so what I'm going here is I'm gonna flatten this wire fence to make our door. So this door is gonna be a little door, just enough for us to go in and out. And I'm gonna flatten this side. I think I'm gonna tie this side right here so it won't fling on me. So the doodle's still trying to get out, but no, you can't get out. Put my camera here in the outside so I don't need to keep getting in and out. So if you can see, it's pretty much snowy right here. So I'm working on this fence. This is the last part of my project for this year. So preparing for the winter. So we make this outdoor fence so our doodle doesn't come out to the road and bug our neighbors, because we already received a complaint about our puppy getting in their stuff. So it's gonna be just a DIY door here. We won't use different items, but I'm just making sure that this will stay. It's hard to work when you're using a gloves because it feels like my glove is a lot bigger than my hands. Yesterday it went pretty well, and as you can see the doodles there they're inside. So I'm just gonna fold this door, make them a little firmer. Gonna overlap this in the other side. They've been in circle roll, so I feel like they need to bend more to make it straight. Maybe I can flatten this one in the wall here first. Because they've been in a roll for a long time at the store. And look at you, Kimchi. You can't get out yet. You guys are staying there because you guys is gonna run off and it's not safe for you to go in the neighborhood. So we live in the uphill side of Alaska, and this doodle always run off to the road, and the people can't really see them because they're little and they're not safe for them to run around. So you can see, trying to flatten this. Hi there, doodles. Yeah, I'm making this amazing fence for you guys. My DIY fence. Yeah, you guys can get out. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use a zip tie as a hinges, because if I use this one, it doesn't really gonna, over time, to keep bending. They're not gonna work well, so I'm just gonna cut the door side into a square so they will stay easy to get it in and out. So I'm gonna go inside first. I'm gonna try a different way. Okay. And I think I'm gonna put the dogs inside maybe while I'm cutting these pieces, because I'm sure they're gonna run out. Come here, dogs. Go inside. Okay. So I'm gonna use my flyer right here, and I have this zip tie that I'm gonna use as a hinges for my door. But I'm just gonna reinforce this one first to make sure they won't fling or come off when I so I'm gonna cut these. So now it's not really freezing right now, but if you stay a little bit longer, you will feel the cold. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this side. Make this door so I can easily bend this wire, because it's hard to bend when it's standing up right here. Okay. So far I got these pieces for my door. So I set it right here. So I can flatten that in the ports real easy. So what I'm gonna do here, so this is the area where I cut it. So they have these sharp edges right here that I'm gonna bend so it doesn't be dangerous for everybody. So I'm gonna hold this in so it won't hurt somebody. So I started this yesterday. It went pretty well. For 2 hours I made halfway. Then when my husband got home, he helped me for the halfway of the fences. But the door side, we can't make it last night. So I think I'm gonna put another zip tie right here. Look like zip tie is a handy helper. And also we can just use that later for hinges. There. Put back my gloves and keep bending all these sharp edges before I do my door. Actually they're kinda easy to bend with my finger because I have a thicker glove, so it makes it a lot faster. Okay, I think the bottom needs some more zip ties too because they kind of wiggle. So one more zip tie right here. Okay. Hi guys, bear on me because this is my first time making this project at home here in Alaska for our doodles because it's really helpful. Okay, so I bent all the edges, so now I'm gonna work on my to give you guys some view of the winter wonderland behind me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this into a door for the edge of the fence. So I'm gonna step on this to make this flat. Then flatter. There we go. Then I'm gonna flip the other way to make it more flatter. There. Okay. So now I'm gonna try on how long I have to, because these are the double sides, so I overlap this, and this is the extra, and I'm gonna measure up there of how long I need to fold for the door. I'll be back. The dodo, they're scratching. No, you can't get out yet. So I'm gonna measure here. So the door is gonna be there. so right here. So I'm gonna bend this on this side right here. Hey, so I figure out the measurement, and now I'm gonna fold this that way. So this is not really a professional work, but it will work. There we go. So this is our door now. Make sure the edge is pretty flat, and maybe I'll use my plier in there to make sure they're okay. So this side it's pretty much bended all the way down, so the other side I still need to bend them. See, they're kinda U shape, so I make sure they're all flat and really good. Oh, my gloves not really working in my hands, too big for my hands. I'll just try it without gloves. I'm sure I'll survive the cold before I get freezing. Okay, halfway done. Now I'm bending this side. Oh my goodness, this flyer's pretty heavy. There, a few more left. And the dog, they're scratching the door when I get out, but I'm not gonna let them out until this door are done. So behind me, guys, are pretty much trees. We live in the hillside area. So I think the last one right here is still moving. Okay, so this is pretty much the door. I'm gonna use some wire to kind of keep them together, all this. So I'm gonna grab a little wire right here. So I got this tire wire. I'm just gonna grab a little pieces. Cut it. We got this wire out. The pliers pretty big. Okay, I'm gonna start right here. Then I'm gonna roll it. To kind of help them stay in place. Will work there on this side as well. I could have used a string, but since this is an outdoor door, we like to use a lot stronger so they won't get rotten or get undone easy. So now I'm gonna do the other side. Oh, when you're in the cold, your nose is involuntary running for something. Okay, a little piece of these. Start right here. Tighten it. Oops. There. Then I'm gonna roll it. Just pretty much tying them together. Oh, this glove is pretty weird in my hands. It's like so big. I have smaller one yesterday, but it's not warm enough to keep my hands. So I'm just using this one. Okay. They pretty much stay there. The other side. Almost done here. Okay. So I'm just gonna do a little bit in the middle, right here. So it doesn't kind of pop up, so stay flat. So I'm gonna use these. Okay, so I'm gonna do the middle part. Okay. Holy cow, this glove is terrible. Almost done. Done with the other end. Now I'm finishing this other end. So this backyard, we're gonna keep this up shoveled during the winter, so it doesn't gonna go over the fence, because if you don't keep them shoveled, pretty much the whole winter time, the snow is gonna be right here. Like these ports, it's gonna be covered the snow this side. So we're gonna keep them shoveled and throw them outside to keep this area usable for the dog to play and use their business when they have to. Still kind of popping right here. I think I still need to kind of reinforce a little bit. Put some wire. Oops. Okay, one more. I could have just used zip tie, but it's too much zip tie that I'm gonna use for this little thing. Okay, so this is an planned project. That's why I don't really prefer to get small gloves. It's just happened when we come back from Hawaii that our dog kept bothering our neighbors and we gotta complain, so we're gonna do something. Yeah, our neighbors across the street have a chicken, and they say that the dog just get in their place and just keep barking at their chicken. So it's kind of embarrassing. So we just have this plan to make this fence. So I think they're pretty much flat now, I guess. So I'm gonna try this on, how this work in my little door right here. I'm gonna decide which this door gonna go in or gonna go out. So I guess it's gonna go in because since we don't shovel mats outside, so I think it's better to be in like that way. See, I will try. We have this post-it right here, and just hopefully they won't step on that. Okay, open. There. So now this one I'm just gonna use my handy zip tie, so it doesn't take me a long time to put a hinges. So I think I need maybe 4 of these. Okay, I'm gonna get these gloves because in my grab my little cutter. So I need 4, 3, 4. So first I'm gonna do top one. Make sure I calculated it right. Go right there. There. So first it's gonna go here. Go this side. Yeah, I think even if I tighten it, we still kind of roll down. So I'm gonna cut these pieces, the leftover side. There, the second one will be right here. Maybe right here. This is gonna be 4 of them. That's my handy zip tie. Working pretty well so far. So now the third one. See? It's gonna be right here. And the last but not the least, the fourth zip tie. It's gonna be here at the bottom. There we go. Cut the pieces. Extra So there we go, guys. My handy door. It doesn't need to be bent really good because we can just go like this, you know, and go like that. Or I could have bent it, but every time I put it in there, they're not gonna be flats. So I guess that's fine like that. So this is a little sharper right here, so maybe I'll keep these sharp edges pointed in a different direction. There. And I think we just need some kind of easy clip right here. So every time we close it, we just kind of like, you know, some kind of hook. This one's still kind of popping out, so I'm just gonna put a little zip tie here to keep this together. And this pins is pretty much done, and it served her purpose. There. And I think one more in the bottom, since I did one in the top, so the bottom as well, to keep them a lot flatter. Yay! So there you go, guys. My DIY door for my fence. And now I'm just get a little wire, or maybe I can make up this wire right here to make like maybe I can make like a temporary clip on in here, that, or maybe not temporary, these are strong enough. See if I can figure out the way to just use this without getting other stuff. So make them like a hook somehow. So maybe I'll double it like that and flatten the end. Flatten the end of this. So look at that, like a pen. Then I'm gonna curve this. See, I curve it. So they're pretty much like a G hook. So what I'm gonna do is I put a zip tie right here, then I'll just clip this hook in there. See if that one will work. So I put a zip tie here. Not sure if this will work. Cut this. But if it doesn't work, we can always get those little chain thing. I think I have a chain somewhere out inside the house, but we'll see if this one will work. So I was thinking of this one will clamp right here, so the G side will clip here, and this will attach the zip tie right here. It looks kind of hard. We'll see. So I wrap this G clip that I made here in the zip line. Or I'll show you guys how this one work. So so if I have that zip tie there, then I make this the edge of my G hook right there. And now when I closed it, just go like that. Do you think it work? Or if I want it tighten, I can just adjust it like that. Well, my husband might have a different idea, but I just gonna temporarily make that hook for now. And I think I'm gonna let my dogs out because they're gonna get boring while waiting for me here. So come here, guys. Okay, there. And I'm gonna close. These are double door. Close this other door inside so it doesn't get cold in the house. So this inside door is double pane glass, and this one is single pane. These are just the reinforcement. Okay, so there they are. They can't get out anymore. So I'm gonna make another hook in the bottom of those. So I'm gonna make a different hook with this to temporarily close it. Okay, same as the other one. So same as the other one, I make like a G hook like that, and I'm gonna flip the edge to make it a lot pointier there, and I bend it into like a hook there. So now I'm gonna put a zip tie around the bottom and see if this one will work. So one more zip tie right here. I think it doesn't need to be really low. Maybe right here is good enough. Okay, this time I made it really tight, so the hook isn't full. I'm gonna cut the rest of the zip tie. And now I'm gonna attach this hook that I make. Bend the edge of the hook. There. So now there's the hook that can hold this side. Yeah, I guess they'll hold. Actually, this side right here needs some more zip tie because they're kind of playing with it. Holy cow, zip tie, zip tie. There. a hook here. If you guys can see it. So if we were gonna go outside, just move the hook in the side. Move this other hook right here. And slowly bend the door. And here I go, I'm outside. I'm outside, guys. And there's the puppy here trying to get out. No, you can't get out. Okay, I'm gonna get in. And I'm gonna close this using this magnificent hook that I make. There. And the other one right here. There. There's my magnificent door. And I'm gonna grab all my leftover materials and my screw. Yeah, Noodle, you can get out. This is Noodle. Noodle and Kimchi, they're brothers and sister. Okay, I put the cement right there, cinder block, so they won't dig in there. No, you won't dig in there, buddy. You won't dig in there. And that's all, and I'm gonna show you the whole project. Put it in here. Hi everyone, thanks for bearing with me for my whole project today. They're pretty much easier this time because I just doing the door. So I'll take you a tour. So that's the door I made today with my DIY hook and my zip tie hinges. And this is the side. So these are the whole fence. Taking a tour around. Pretty much the same thing with all these paws. We use these T-paws. They call it T because it's flat right here. There's something in the middle, and this is the clip that we attached yesterday. And actually this side is where the overlap. We did some overlapping right here. If you can see, there's 2 layers because this is where it ends. And I think this one needs some more reinforcement here. Something. They're gonna separate each other. And there's the doodles. They're wondering why they can't run off, because usually they always go all the way out there and sometimes go up the hillside out there. That's the hillside, and we have neighbors out there too, and they like to bug them. So, and there's a trampoline. Unfortunately, we can't use our trampoline for a while until springtime, so that trampoline is gonna be frozen until winter ends. And there's Noodles. He's maybe planning of what he can do to get out the fence. But they have enough room. So that's the back door. So there, this is where we started the fence. We started right here. So pretty much half of our side backyard is fences connecting to our door. And that's our front yard right there. Our driveway is there. Behind that flag is our driveway. So this is the fences. We still have to clean up all the garden stuff. And here, this is my project done. And you know what exciting about it? Because This winter, what I'm gonna, before it gets so frozen, I'm gonna early put the lights in here, like a Christmas lights in the top of these fences. So it's gonna be cool because the whole core of this fence is gonna be covered with Christmas lights. And maybe we can make a design of it, or out in the outside it doesn't make it like just flat, we can make like a curve something. So it's gonna be exciting, the kids will like that. And last year we can't make snowmen because this dog always knock out our snowmen. So this year, since they have their area right here, so they can keep here, so outside our backyard we can freely make our snowman so the dog doesn't bug them. And usually I like to put the snowman right there where the driveway is. So it's gonna be exciting. So today is the second day of the snow, and they pretty much melted because yesterday afternoon the weather get a little warmer. But the worst thing about it is when they start to snow and the road, the car keep passing them and they kind of pack a little bit in the ground. And when they get warmer, the snow is really slippery. So yesterday I saw a car that literally swerving in the road. Like, holy cow, like I was so scared because I was in the side of the road and this car was just going like this. It's like a snake. I was like, is he purposely drive it so he can survive the slippery, or he just like swerving the whole time? And that's like scared me. I was like, holy cow, like I'm glad the kid is not with me because I always walk the kids to the bus stop. So we're in the uphill side. The bus stop is 1 mile, 1.2 mile from us. So we have to leave like 30 minutes early just to walk to catch the bus downhill. So that's the dilemma here in Alaska, especially in the deep winters time. It's gonna be dark, so when we go walking to the bus stop it's really dark. So we have our luminous shirt sometimes so the car can see us. We have headlights on, everything that make us see, we wear it. So when we walk to the bus stop, we're visible for the cars and other truckers that go there. Although the road here is not really busy because this is like kind of neighborhood road, but sometimes the fuel truck and the water wagon or something, because some houses here didn't have deep well, so they have their water tank that they get delivered water every month or whatever they need. And also the heater tank, they need some fuel to keep their house warm. So our house, we doesn't have fireplace, we doesn't have like the wood stove, so we just use fuel literally the whole year to keep our house warm. So I think every 3 months or 4 months we use like 2,000 gallons or 500. It depends of like if it's too cold we use a lot of fuel, but if it's not too cold we just kind of turn off the heater of the house and just maybe wear a jacket to save some money. But yeah, so that's the big truck that came in and out in our small neighborhood road, and they're not pavement, they're just dirt. So that's the one that kind of scary. If you're walking in the neighborhood, that's kind of scary to see that big truck. And in the winter, those big delivery truck, they literally have chain wrapped around their tires so they're not sledding in the road when it gets snowy. And unfortunately last year, just a few miles from our house, they have a fuel truck that literally tumbled down the hill. And I, how that happened. Maybe the driver doesn't put the chain on the tire, but they literally tumble down the hill. And when they tumble, there's house next to, like, down the hill, they're kind of hanging in the cliff. And the ports, good thing it's just only the port, but still they ruined the half of the ports of the house, and the roof where the ports connected was all torn down. And that was like the middle of the winter. And good thing that house was on the market literally. And I think the owner was probably frustrated trying to sell her house, and it was broken by the fuel truck. And I guess, the fuel truck fixed them, the company fixed them, but still, like, you're trying to sell them, then at the same time, they're fixing the house in the middle of the winter. But sometimes it's really hard to fix the house in the winter because it's too cold. So when the house is open, the cold can get in there, and you need a lot of warming source to keep your house cold, or else they're gonna create some molds or kind of condensation inside the house, or frozen issues like that. So that's the worst could happen. But in the summer and spring here is pretty beautiful. Like, all the trees are green, ground are green, bushes, wildflowers are so pretty. So that's gonna be exciting. So that tree out there, the one that we call it evergreen, because that's a spruce tree, they don't have leaves, they have needles, so they'll stay forever in the whole winter. And the cool thing about this is when that tree get covered with snow, they look like a white Christmas tree. See that tree behind the flag? That's my favorite because that's in our driveway. So every time we come out our driveway, that tree behind the flag is pretty much all white, and it looked like a white Christmas tree in our driveway. And some people here in Alaska, they even put lights in those tree. Like, they make it like a real Christmas tree in their yard. So it's pretty cool because the whole tree is lighted. So they put up the lights before winter. So I think they have like some kind of business right here that they'll do lights, Christmas lights or house lights. Like, they put up all the lights in your house. And they also, if you want to take it off during the summer, they come take it off. And I remember one time we drove in town, and there's this big giant tree, like double size of that tree, and they have lights in it, and it's so colorful. And I was like, holy cow, that tree is amazing. Like, big giant tree, real tree with Christmas lights, and that's really amazing. So thank you guys for bearing with me. I'm done with my project today. Hi Red. I'm done with my fencing project today. It's my DIY fencing project for my doodles. That's Noodles, and that's Kimchi. Hi Noodles. Wanna go inside? Are you cold? And there's Kimchi. Kimchi, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? So we're gonna come inside and let them feel a little warmer because they're a bit cold right here. So that's my project done for today. And thank you guys for bearing with me until next time. Yes, Red, you like Mexico? Yeah, I never been to Mexico, but I heard they're so pretty. So they're here in our home sweet home in Alaska. I'm gonna have some more lives later. Maybe when the snow is falling, it's gonna be pretty. We can make some snowmen. We can make snow angels, snowballs, and other cool stuff. So I'm not mad. I'm just done with my painting today, and I'm happy about it because I can just let my dogs run around here, run around without getting away. So see you guys next time. I'm gonna update you more of our project here in Alaska and some holiday stops that we're gonna decorate in our house and some events that's coming here in Fairbanks, Alaska. Bye guys. Enjoy your day.